everyone. We're here. We live. Are you? We're here.
Yeah.
We said we were going to do this thing. Now
Yes.
listen. Now listen. When I said 90 days, like 90, what was it? 90 episodes. I didn't know that was like over a year. I was thinking, what was I thinking? 90 days, fiance?
Yes.
What was
Yes.
I thinking?
Doing something for 90 days.
And
which
that
is
would
usually...
be every day, 30 days, every day for 3 months.
Yes.
But we chose to go for the year. So we plan to be here unless an emergency, unless the acts of God. If nobody shows up, we're going to be here. If it's Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, it don't matter.
That's true.
The only thing that can keep us, only death can keep us away from you. Only death and ailment. Other than that, we're here. And even then, if one of us can come, we're going to come and hold down the ship and wish the other one was here. Why?
Yes.
The show must go on.
Yes, that's
it
true.
It must go on.
It
I'm so glad we're here. So today, you know what we like to do? We just like to go over the things that happened over the week. So one of the wonderful things that happened over the week, as you ponder your week, after all, this is Friday. This is go out night. This is pizza night. This is hoagie night or sub night, whatever, Chinese food night. It's
Yummy,
that
yum,
nice.
yum.
It's pasta night. It's that kind of night. What do you think?
Yes.
I love Friday nights, but nevertheless, but this is a family night or a time where you don't wait all week to be with your loved ones. You just want to be nuzzled, cuddled up. Some people wait all week just for a Friday night to come. Well, I hope it's everything you want and more. Now, with that being said about Friday nights, the Braxtons come on Friday. So we already seen it, but we're going to talk about that later. So this is the things that we plan on talking about. We're going to talk about the Kardashians. We're definitely going to talk about, we probably end the show with the Braxtons or special forces, but I might throw that in anywhere because I just want to deal with just a little clip of that for my sister wives fans out there. I definitely want to deal with special forces for a little bit because I have followed it and watched the whole series of it. So I have a lot to say on that. But I'm gonna end the story with that. But in the meantime, I always like to tell you what's going on in the government and then all the other trivial news that's going on. But first things first, let's get into it about the government. What's going on, baby Chrome?
Yes, well, actually quite a lot has happened.
Oh, and before you get started, at anything that you want to talk about, please, this moment is for you. Call in. Please. I wish that they had something like this when I was coming up because all we could do is, like, if you had a song you want to hear, you could call the radio station, and if the DJ liked you or something like that, he'll play the song that you requested. So I used to like doing that. But to be able to come on and be able to talk about something and say how I feel, that's a lot, So by all means, please come in and voice your opinion. We are live and we're going to be here. We're going to be here at least for a year. We're really going to give it a chance. We're not going to disappear. That is not our plan. So get used to it because we're here and we want to do the thing. So go ahead. Tell us what happened in the government.
Yes, quite a bit has happened actually, but the greatest and bestest news of all is that the government shutdown has officially ended after 43 days.
Thank
longest
goodness.
In the history for the U.S.
And both parties blame both parties.
Yes.
The Democrats blame the Republicans. The Republicans blame the Democrats. Who you blame? I don't want to know. I'm just glad it's over.
Yes.
I'm so glad. And now people can have a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes. Now that's what you guys should be thankful at your Thanksgiving meals this this season.
And also the people that was working overtime, like
Yes.
that I seen in a video where this woman that was driving a train and she fell asleep, because now all of that is done. They can go back to normal, get their pay
Yes.
and everything. So, let's give
So
it up for
happy
those
for you
workers
guys.
that was out there working like that. Just because we stop, some jobs you can't stop. Like the police, they can't stop, I mean, many of them probably do stop, but many of them probably just so devoted to their job. What about the military?
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. There's a lot of, what about doctors?
Mhm.
What about hospitals?
Yep.
What
First
about
responders.
something bad happening in the middle of a surgery? What do? They can't stop.
Yeah.
They can't leave the patients and say, I got to think about mine first. I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm sure those that are devoted will stay. What do you think?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
can't leave the patients.
No, you can't leave the patients.
You
But
took an oath.
That's true. But what I would like to mention is the fact that how weirdly, interestingly, there is many ways that the government was finding ways to.
Did you show if
use-
anybody's showing up? Okay.
That there was many different ways that the government was making funds or spending funds. So now through the tariffs and the tariffs that everybody was complaining about, apparently low to middle
class.
Yes. Household families are going to be receiving a $2,000 stimulus from the tariff.
That's good. That's good.
Mhm.
That's good, because people really need that to be stimulated. And I think that it will help the market. And somebody who's been putting off getting that tooth fixed can get that tooth fixed. Somebody who needed something done in their car, you could get it fixed now. Or maybe you needed a plumber and now you can do that. Or maybe you needed a new microwave. Well, you can do that.
Yep.
Maybe you needed an oil change and a tune-up. Well, now you can do that, right?
That's true.
Or
Yes.
maybe you just need to stock your refrigerator up with some food.
That too.
You
These
can
days,
do
yes, in these days economies. So
Mhm.
because of that, that's also great.
Just to stimulate. Maybe you get caught up on some bills. It's a good thing that the president is doing this,
Yes.
right? So that shows that he does care about the people. And so that's a lot of money, but what is he going to do with the rest of the money? Do you know?
Yes, the rest of the money is supposed to go to help lowering the country's debt. Let's not forget the country is
in debt.
in debt more than we would like to admit. So because of that, there's ways he's paying off. And also, I just recently did a 1 minute about how the last penny will be in production as late as 2026. And
no more pennies. Well, there still be pennies in circulation, but they won't be making any more pennies. They won't. This is bothering me. They won't be making any more pennies. So I guess what pennies you have, you better save them, because they may become valuable one day.
Yes, and that
I mean, maybe 100 years from now, but they may become
Exactly.
valuable or heirloom. But just to think they won't be making pennies anymore, because they said they have billions and billions of pennies out in the world. They don't even need to make it. It takes 4 pennies to make 1 penny.
That's crazy.
Right. So they talking about the stimulus checks. What else they talking about?
The SNAP benefits as
Let's
well.
talk about SNAP benefits. Let's go with that. Yeah.
Yes, apparently Donald Trump wants states to undo what states have put towards not giving out full SNAP benefits, whether that's not giving any at all or limited just due to the government shutdown. So he's wanting them to be able to reinstate and put forth the full
Let me
SNAP
ask you
benefits.
this. So when they put forth the SNAP benefits, will that still go back to the illegals? Because they were getting this, from what I understand. So does it go back to them? Anybody out there? Anyone?
Well, right here, 6 hours ago, I think we got an answer to that. It says Trump administration will require SNAP participants to reapply for benefits.
Okay. So you just not going to get a check. So everybody who was on it
got to
had to oh my. Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. So they're not making it easy.
No, they're not making it easy. Sounds like some deal was reached, and that's why the government has
So they
finally
ain't take. So
lifted.
they said your SNAP benefits are released,
Mhm.
but what they didn't tell you, you got to reapply. What a hell of a mess. So that means you got to apply, get an appointment, apply. So you may not be getting your food stamps this month. Is that right? Everybody got to apply?
Yes, he's wanting them to, so they're trying to urge that. But right now, it has been instated that he's trying to push forth. Now, the states haven't fully reinforced it yet because it was just placed in today. So we'll see how this
Because
trickles out.
I mean, from what I understand, they had a lot of illegals on it, a lot. Now I don't know if that's true, so I'm just wondering what they're going to do about that.
Yeah,
I tell you at this point, this is just my own honest opinion. If I was illegal and I knew I was illegal, I would just leave. I couldn't even live under the stress. Give me my $1,000 and let me go somewhere else.
That's true.
Would you?
Yes,
I would not want to be a place where
no,
I'm
'cause I'm
just
sorry,
not
because I would
wanted,
start feeling unwanted.
unwanted, and unwelcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would make me bitter.
Yes.
But in the scheme of things, honestly, if I've been here for at least 3 to 5 years and I didn't do anything, I can't be mad at nobody but myself. Even if it's just a language barrier, because I guess it's my responsibility to be responsible for me, right? Even if I was in another country.
Yeah, that's what the government's trying to teach us: be responsible for ourselves.
Yeah, for all of us. I mean, even for its citizens, we were all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
All of us.
We really was.
It was a no color thing. This was just a people that need money thing.
Yes.
We were all in it together. And those that planned and was prepared, good. And those that didn't, you suffered a little.
Yeah, a little.
A little. And it could have went worse. So, it's sad, but we can't afford for these things to happen because the next time it may not end in 40 something days. It may take 3 months the next time. So we don't want this to happen.
We got off lucky.
Yes, we did. Yes.
So that was pretty much what's going on with the government in the United States. So I think we can all finally take a
breath.
breather.
We need it. And I'm so happy for everyone that are getting their checks that they so rightfully deserve.
Yes, most definitely. Speaking of people getting things that they rightfully deserve, in this case, somebody didn't get what they rightfully deserve, and that's Ramir, because Jay-Z was ordered not to have to take the DNA test.
I would love to know what was it that hindered it.
Right, after
everything was looking positive. They went to court. Then they said Ramir couldn't say anything, and then Ramir kept on saying, "I'm gonna say something." Then nothing never happened. I don't know what the hell happened.
Exactly.
Something happened.
Something.
And whatever it is, Ramir ain't never tell us. So I think at this point, for me, I think I'm just going to take a back seat because that dip, you can't tell us what happened. Why, when you were so close, we left out there. We don't know what happened. I invested, and now I have to uninvest because without that piece of information, this is all ludicrous to me.
Yes.
Because it makes it look, in my opinion, it makes you, Ramir, look like you are a pest bothering those people. Unless I understand what happened.
Like
what happened? Why did the judge change his mind? Why? What happened that day when it was like mandatory? What happened that made them say he didn't have to do it? What? And until I understand that, exactly, you just look like a pest. However, you do look like you could be his son.
Yes, you do look it.
But looks are deceiving. Why I say that? Because I don't believe it. People believe it. I swear I don't believe it, and I don't like to swear. They're saying that Kelly Rowland's son looked like Jay-Z. That rumor. Yeah, that one. You understand?
Yes.
So you could look like a person, don't mean you of that person. Have you seen those fraternities that used to come on? He look, she look, he look, they look just like her. Look,
Yes.
and that no.
Mhm.
So you can't go by looks
Yeah, that is true.
because he does look like, he could be Jay-Z's son. 100.
100. He does
You
look
know,
it.
yeah. So we don't know, especially the way the tooth is crooked and all of that. But looks are deceiving.
Yes. Speaking of looks being deceiving, Wendy Williams has been officially diagnosed not having dementia.
That's
I
what
mean,
they said.
they did say it was alcohol induced based,
Right.
and she hasn't been drinking alcohol, so I
Right.
guess it reverted back.
Right.
Interesting. So is she going to finally come off of that conservatorship? Her lawyers are trying to push for that.
That time on.
Yes, no, that timer is not on.
So go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So with that and Wendy Williams, how do you feel about that? Because I'm quite honestly shocked because thinking about Wendy Williams suddenly, because I know there's something wrong there with Wendy Williams.
It's something wrong.
Yes, you can't, if it's not dementia, it's something.
Right.
So that's why I'm just like, okay, we ruled that out, but you can't, but there's still something there with Wendy. She's not all there. When I see her in recent video footages, she doesn't look like the old Wendy. So because of that, I don't know what's
And
going
let's
on
be
there.
clear. And let's be clear. We hollered. Let Britney free. Let Britney. I'm right there. Let Britney go free. Let her go free. And look at her. Did we do a right thing? My only thing with Wendy is I don't know. I just feel if somebody should be in her family. If somebody in her family is willing to take full responsibility of Wendy. Somebody that is capable, somebody who's capable, willing to take classes, whatever, to be able to take care of Wendy. I think that should be the choice of the family and not the government. If they're willing to do it, they should be responsible for her money and everything. That's what I believe. And put her with the one that is the best, and the person who could be the overseer is her son.
Yeah.
And her niece.
Yes, those two would be perfect.
Overseers to make sure nobody's ripping her off, and that everything is being done.
Yes.
I just think if you keep her in this conservatorship, I think Wendy's gonna go broke there.
Yeah, just put her in the hands of her family.
I just think she should go in the hands of her family. However, when Wendy was up and Adam, and she was doing everything big and bad enough, she didn't want nothing to do with her family handling her business. So at the end of the day, I hate to say it, oh girl, we reap what we sow. And that's sad.
That was
because
sad.
It didn't have to be this way.
It didn't.
But all at the same time, you never knew you was going to end up that way.
That's true.
Because if you knew what you know now, if you know now what you could have known then, you would have never did them drugs.
That's true.
When you was in rehab, you wouldn't have taken it as a joke. You would have went in, got sober, got clean, and got the hell out and never went back to drugs again, Wendy. You would have. But because you didn't know your future, now your future, your present is dictating your future.
Yeah.
And it's like your past, what you didn't want, you're living it.
Yep, exactly.
You trusted the bank with it.
She did.
You trusted somebody at the bank.
Yes, a stranger.
But I would rather, if I'm going to get ripped off, let me get ripped off by my own family.
Yes.
Than to be ripped off by a stranger.
Yes, I could take that pain.
That's painful.
Yeah.
But by a stranger, somebody I don't know, I'm gonna take a chance on somebody in my family. If I got to do this person got to watch this person, and this person got to watch that person, and hopefully maybe they don't even get along with each other, so they're gonna be watching.
Teamwork.
That I would do that, but once I'm gone or I'm out and I'm not I'm not in my right frame of mind, which clearly she is. I
It's
feel
true.
as though she should have did all of this. I feel sad for Wendy. I do.
I
I
really
feel
do.
sad. And what makes me feel sad for Wendy more than anything
Okay.
is that she has become the nightmare she talked about in people.
She really did. She did, and she knew. She knew in the very.
She knew it.
She knew it so far in the future. She was like, "That's why I don't want any friends."
She knew it.
And
And that's the sad thing.
yes,
And I see so many people walking in that, you know, just wanting to be famous. There was one Wendy, and I think that you have to have a good heart to do that, because Wendy showed that you can't have friends in that. If you want to be hardcore and
Yes.
cutthroat, you can't make friends, because she said, I could be your friend today, love you to death, but talk about you like a dog tomorrow.
yes,
And for that reason, she couldn't be friends. I paraphrased it, of course, but that's why she couldn't. That makes sense, because I'm feeling like we're friends. You know something about me. I got famous. You got a story that could set your station on fire. Do you sacrifice it for me?
exactly.
And me as a friend, do I worry you're going to betray me?
Exactly. All those things.
It makes sense. It makes sense in how she thought. It was a smart thinking.
Yep, that
Yeah.
removed a stress factor in her life.
She didn't have no, but all at the same time, she didn't know that this would be her end. And now she just a puppy.
You know what? That kind of makes a beautifully sad story of the same people that you walk with or abandon on the way up.
The same people you meet on the way up, or the same people you meet on the way down.
Yes. And because she left everybody behind on her way up, there was nobody there for her when she came down.
Yeah. There are people there for her.
Oh yes, of course.
That take mercy, but she put her family in a position where they couldn't do anything for her.
Exactly, she did. So
she trusts the system.
Yes.
Blood over mud any day.
Yeah.
If I'm going to get stolen from, let me be stolen from by my family.
Please.
At least they must have needed it, than by somebody I don't know. That's for me. You may not think that way. That's how I feel. I won't want nobody stealing my money.
Exactly,
let me be
period.
first and foremost. Let me put that.
Yeah,
let me put a clamp on that right there. But if that is going to happen, let me hate them, because I can hate them way more.
Yes.
But I can forgive them because they my blood.
Oh, you know what? You're so right. That way you don't have to spend yourself in time in hating energy.
Right. I'll get over them. Or maybe I never will. But if it's a stranger, I think I would hate them the most, because I don't know them.
Exactly.
My family is my family. They come and tell me some story. Well, she did it and she said that. And I swear that may touch my heart. A stranger coming, I don't know you.
Fair enough. Okay, I see. We put some thought into that.
And they said we was going to do it, and it's my family. And now I look at them, now you look stupid because you don't have no money at all. So you're back to where you were.
Yep, that is true.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yep, that was pretty much it for Wendy Williams. Yeah. But speaking on the same topic of family, Mariah Carey's daughter, Marone Cannon, Nick Cannon's that she shares with Nick Cannon, has spoken out on Instagram recently
about all these kids her daddy done had on the side.
Yep, she was like,
take it as you will, but go ahead.
She said, "Let me be clear. I only have one brother, and that she
is there any way you could just play that right now?" No,
I'm not sure if it was a video clip, but I saw it was in a post where she had written it out.
Oh yeah, it was. It wasn't in the way she said it was a written out script, right? It was written right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so because of that, she has stated that she has other half siblings out there, but she only has one brother.
And she was the first. They're twins. So we were the first, and they came after me.
And she doesn't want to talk much or elaborate about it.
I don't. They might have brothers and sisters. I get that. But they came after me. We were the first. I don't know anything about them. And she's telling the truth.
She is.
They were the first. They were his 1st by
Mhm.
Mariah Carey.
Yes.
Mm. And I know it's got to be hard because you can't say I regret having my kids, but because he's the father.
Mhm.
But can you imagine? It's got to be embarrassing to know that the man that I loved and had his babies by went out and had 20 other kids by other women. That's just gross. I don't know if he had 20 kids. I was just joking.
12 altogether.
He just had. That was just. That's including the twins.
Yes.
Don't include them. They were first.
Right. Okay. So 10 others.
10 other children, girls and boys, and then he lost one.
Yep.
So okay.
Technically 11 others, if you want to think about it that way.
And then the ones that he had first. Okay. But at least he did say he have buyer's remorse.
Yes, he has mentioned that. So Nick,
it was not smart of him to do that. It really wasn't.
It wasn't.
Because the children are going to pay. Even if you gave them everything they could possibly want financially, the thing is you can't be there for them. Not when they need you. You can't be there every night to see them go to bed. You can't do it. You just can't unless everybody live in the same old mansion together. Okay. And then you can make your room and do it. Outside of that, they living all over parts of the either the state or wherever. Yeah. So how you gonna do that? You can't. You can't. You can't do it.
Yeah, that's too many to try to get together.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a mother trying to give attention to all 8 kids. She can't. Yes. She has to divvy out time. She can't do it. And so if they living all over the place, they not under one roof. You can't do it.
Yes, not to mention his traveling schedule already with his work. So.
And I think he have a show coming out or something coming out soon.
Let's see. Let's see if Nick Cannon has a show.
You know, I have to admit, while you're looking for Nick Cannon,
okay,
I have a guilty pleasure.
He does have a late night show coming on.
I love Sunkist orange sodas. I try not to drink them. I try to drink them like every 2 weeks or something. I may have 1 or 2.
They are good.
I'm just in love with them. Sunkist. I even like Crush too. Even Fanta. But I love Sunkist and Crush. So I just want to share that. What you were saying?
Yes, next year, Nick Cannon is going to be the new host for a TV series called Lego Masters US.
I knew he had something coming on.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Legos is still going.
The last time I seen him, he didn't look well.
No, he didn't.
He didn't look well at all.
No. And maybe that's that stress and all that he's going through. I don't know.
Or maybe, I'm recovering from the time I got sick back in April and I still lost a lot of weight and I don't look myself. So I get it. It takes a minute it could take a year or 2 to get yourself back to yourself or gain the weight back. It's hard for me to gain weight. And I eat. I mean, I don't eat. I mean, I never was a big eater, but
you eat what you need for your body.
I eat enough where I don't look like I'm hungry.
Yep, that's true. Speaking of people eating and also having health emergencies, at Kris Jenner's birthday party at Jeff Bezos' mansion,
where they said they called the police, but
3 times
because of the noise. I was thinking, this man is on 10 acres. The way they show his house, it's like his house is in the middle and all this is around him as land. How in the world that people gonna hear loud music?
Right. I don't know why I didn't think about that one when you mentioned that.
No, when I think about it, when they said 10 acres, I'm like, okay, we live on 2 acres.
Yes, and I know music blasting that loud.
If I can hear it, but if I'm in my house,
that's gonna be loud.
That's loud, and that's with me. Say I'm an acre away from them or 1.5 acres. I could see them, but they, I mean, but I don't see enough where I have to wave to them.
Right.
They not that close.
No, not even close.
But close where you see who they are. Does that make sense? But not close. Like you could act like you don't have to wave. You're not close where you have to wave. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
You know. So if you don't wave, they won't be offended because you're not close enough. Because you could act like you didn't see them.
Yeah,
that kind, or you wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So even with that, if they was playing, like my neighbor plays the piano, and I can hear her playing the piano if I'm outside, and it sounds like it's at a distance.
Yes, it does.
If I go in my house, I really can't hear her playing acoustic piano.
Right.
So imagine a piano and a DJ playing music.
Right, unless they have this DJ outside, but still, sound is only going to travel.
It's in the house. It's in the house. So I'm sure they had it in the house. I don't know what they had. I guess I don't know. It just don't seem like it would be that loud. And on a 10-acre lot, it's wow. You could build a little city in 10 acres, you know. I'm just trying to figure out. It just when you sit back and think about it, because the paramedics came, and then they left, and nobody know who was in it, what happened, and then after that, the party dispersed.
Probably signed a bunch of NDAs before the party even started.
Who knows? I just find it a little curious that somebody called about noise.
Now that you talk about it that way, I'm like, you are right. That is eerily
Why
suspicious.
would you choose to have your party in a place that would disturb your rich neighbors? Because you know the neighbors are wealthy.
Come on now. You know that was tacky.
So you know that can't be it.
Because that's exactly what I was thinking about. I'm like, Kris Jenner, I'm like, I know you are rich and above and think that.
Why was she having a place where you could have had it in her house, if that's the case? Yes. They've given many Christmas parties and stuff there. So, but she had it there in a secluded area. 10 acres, that's secluded. Okay? So when they was playing that music was that loud that the police was called. I don't think so. I think it's a little shady, and I think something happened, and it probably was with an elite, and they got rid of it, and then the party ended. That's what I think. Yep. What it was, I don't know.
Yep, it was time to pack up and go home.
I don't know. I'm about to pull a card to say what's something.
Yeah, please do, because this was the.
I'm gonna just pull 3 cards, just 3, real fast. They've been shuffled. I'm gonna flip them 3 times. 1.
Because this was the big Kris Jenner
bash.
Party.
This was the party of the 70, her 70th birthday. It was the party. It was a party that I wish I was invited to.
And that probably tells me that the party would have probably still kept going on,
but
if it wasn't for that emergency.
Something happened. Okay, so let's ask a simple question. What is a simple question?
Wasn't an elite that had to be taken away, and then
was it something that okay? First of all, was it something that was very secretive?
Okay.
Was it something very secretive that caused the party to end?
Okay.
Justice. So something illegal, maybe.
Yeah. Something out of balance.
We know it was something. So what triggered it? What happened in this recent past? Oof. They needed strength. So was that they needed strength because they were sick, or did somebody drink too much? Was it because whatever it is, they needed help. They needed help. So this is it. This was somebody with a lot of money and had very big ties, and they did not want nobody to know who they were. So there were probably people at the party didn't even know who they were. And it probably was elite who knew, but there were people who didn't know who they were.
Okay. I have a good question.
Okay.
I heard a little rumor.
And this is all alleged, but you know.
Yes, I heard a rumor on the street, and I want to know, could this elite or this person, this medical emergency, could it have been related to a sacrifice?
Yes, it could have been. It's some kind of celebratory thing that was going on outside of that. Yes, it was a party. It was a celebratory, but we already knew that when we read. So that's not what we asked. You asked, could it have been some kind of a celebration of a sacrifice? And this card came out as a most definitely it could have been that. What else? But did everybody know? Did everybody at the party know what was going on?
That's a better question.
This is no, everybody did not know.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yep.
Everybody did not know.
Yep. There were some people left out the loop.
There were people left out, so not everybody knew. This is all allegedly. Did somebody get sick? Did somebody get sick? Kind of, sorta, maybe. But did somebody die like that? This is a 6. No. It says a yes as in a positive. Like this is a yes card, but I'm saying it's a no. Nobody got sick because it's a positive.
Yes.
That's what my mind's saying. It's a positive, like, yes, it is a yes, but it is a yes in a sense that nobody was hurt.
Oh, okay.
Whereby this is a maybe, but nobody got hurt. But it was some kind of sickness, correct? Yes, it was some kind of sickness. Something real bright, something stood out, something where help needed to be called. It needed help badly, but nobody knows who it is. It won't be leaked. But it was enough to end the party. Go ahead.
I just want to know real quickly, just to double down on the answer. Was this an accident or on purpose?
Was this an accident? The card says 5. It seems like it was not an accident. Okay. Go ahead. It was not an accident. So was it some kind of ritual?
That's the rumor mill out there.
Not really. No. Was it some kind of
hit?
Was it? I mean, I guess why I'm asking, because why would the party end?
Exactly.
Is this what ended the party? Let's leave it at that. Is this incident what caused the party to end about 20 minutes or 30 minutes later? Yes or no? The Hierophant. The Hierophant would be, yes. I would say the Hierophant would be a maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because it can be a no. But it can be a yes, because it's like the Hierophant is there to tell you about conforming. You know what to do. You go like you're going to a priest and you confess your sins, or you're looking for help or whatever. So that's more what the Hierophant is. God's mouth is his man's mouth to God. Like you want to reach the higher source, you go to the Hierophant. He has the answers, and he's about conformity. He's about tradition. He's about not changing. Don't rock the boat. It's about doing the right thing always at the right time, because he's more of a spiritual. But he is that 5. So you wouldn't go to the Hierophant unless you got an issue.
Got you.
If that makes sense.
Yes,
but
that
go
makes
ahead.
sense. You know, I think that pretty much answers all the questions I wanted to know about this.
So right now it's a mystery. It's a mystery. But the party did disperse because of it. Yes or no? Yes. Because of it, it ended it. People, from what I'm gathering of it, people heard when, and they just didn't want no parts. People heard, you know how you heard something bad happen, or true. Something happened. People didn't want to get after the ditty. People didn't want no parts. And so that's why you saw a mass exodus. People didn't want no parts of what went down, even though it was all right. But the party was over, and they were getting complaints, and people were showing up, and so to make sure that everybody was safe, just let's end it. It was just a bad place to have her party.
It was.
It wasn't a good place to have her party.
No.
But is there any good place to have her party in this country where the media won't follow you? I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think that Harvey ever get invited to any of these mega parties? But you laughed at that.
I did. 'Cause that's a good question because that did not cross my mind. I was like, huh.
He's got
Harvey,
money. He's out there.
He is out there, and he knows
And
everybody.
he knows people, famous people talk to him. Do you think they invite him?
They probably could.
But he be on TV talking. Do you think he go?
Exactly.
He would tell us though. Maybe he don't go. Maybe they don't invite him because he
news and probably
he can't keep his
well,
mouth shut.
I mean, they'll still invite lawyers to a party, so it can't.
Yeah, but he's not. He's a lawyer, but he also is a person that give news. How? That's what I'm saying. That's that Wendy Williams thing.
Yeah.
That's that dilemma again. So I guess he wouldn't go.
Yes. Oh, speaking of people,
I smile in your face, but I got to tell this news tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
But also, who wasn't at the birthday party was Timothy Chalamet.
Wasn't there.
Now that's quite interesting.
At the who's who of who?
Come on, that would have been a great networking.
You could have met Oprah.
Yes.
And her sidekick, Gail. And you didn't show up.
Mm-mm.
If this is not a relationship that's ending, I don't know what else to tell you. It's ending. And if Chris don't seem like a type of person that's got mental issues, I don't know. I think it's menopausal. I think that she's an alcoholic, a functioning alcoholic. Let me put that out there, functioning. Because she ain't going to let nothing get in the way of her making that dollar bill.
No, facts.
Another thing, I didn't like this on that movie. What is the name of that show?
All Fair.
All Fair. Mm-hmm. All Fair.
Yes.
All A-A-A-A-L-L.
Yes, A-A-L.
A-A-L. Okay.
A-L-L.
All Fair.
Yes, All Fair.
In this movie, not all is fair, but all fair.
Mm-hmm.
All fair. What I don't like, why does she have to stand up in the movie when she didn't act in it? We understand you was a producer, but why you gotta stand up there? That's what I'm saying. She's such a narcissist in that way. Didn't I tell you, see, look at me. Look what I accomplished. Sometimes she should just sit down. You need to be in the lineup. Because the man wasn't there.
No.
Mm-hmm. You don't need, let them girls have it.
Yeah.
Jesus. Or be in it. Or be in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Play a cameo or something.
Yes, that would be nice.
Do a cameo shot or something. Come in a few things or something. Be a secretary. Be somebody nagging mother, call all the time. And they ain't got to see your face that when you stand up, at least you earn the right to be there. You standing up with these like you work. You didn't. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's true. That's momager for you, but
that's too much. Let your daughter have it. Jesus. Ooh, you want to look like her, act like, just stop. She probably say, Kim look like me. She used to. We don't know what you really would look like.
But now Ken's trying to look like Chris, at least with that haircut. But you know what?
They look alike.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, she looked like her mother. Her mother looked like her, but they all look alike. They all favor. I don't know. I think more and more every day that Courtney is starting to pull away from her looks, looking like him.
Yeah, so
she's starting to pull away from that. You could see that they sisters, but she's starting to really look. They're looking for me. Chloe and Kim and the mom. They look real artificial to me. They look artificial, especially Kim when her face don't move. You could see it in the show. It's, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's just like their face just seemed plastic, like it's not real to me. And just like in that series All Fair, when she was talking like, you know, my husband, and it's like that's how their faces are like stone to me.
Yes.
If it's like, you know, when they lift, they can barely lift. It's like their eyes, they have no expression. They have, but I'm not saying it as a dog. Right?
No, but just saying that you were looking at how Courtney has taken the more natural route.
She looks really, really natural.
Mhm.
And when she was out there, or sometimes when she was running, she looked spritzy in the face. She looked a little oily,
Yes.
and you never would see them like that.
No, it's
Even
actually
in they
refreshing.
working out in the gym.
Yes, they still keep it cute.
Yes. Yes. They keep it cute. Even working out, they be like,
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
just sexy.
Exactly. That's how sexy people work out.
Mhm. But I don't say anything about the Jenner girls because they're young and they still in their 20s. I think the other girl just turned 30.
Yep, Kendall.
So other than that, they young. Give her about a good 5 more years and see where she ends up.
Yeah. And then we know, I'm sure we've all heard the news now about Kim in the bar exam and how
She did fail. Did you put the video? Oh, you put it up in the other one.
Yes.
Then look at the other video that she said that the psychics were wrong. I don't like it myself to be a psychic or a fortune teller, but every now and then when I feel pressed, I like to dibble dabble and see how accurate I am. And in this particular case, among many cases,
yes,
I was right. That I said that she will not. I felt sad about it. Like I felt like she would get close, but she wouldn't pass. And I was so frightened to say it, but I hammered down because I felt intimidated because the part of her that almost passed was overwhelming to me. And I was finding myself scared. And I said, I'm not going to allow myself. I got to do what I see. And I stuck with it. And it was true. And she failed. That's why I can understand why those other fortune tellers got it wrong.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting things wrong and rumor mills on there outside, now that we're moving on from the Kardashians, we have the Braxtons, specifically Tawanda Braxton, where there's a bunch of rumors. Now everybody wants to talk about Tawanda, and especially how she has allegedly still hasn't been arrested for, but has been put out there known for fraud, for bankruptcy of $76,000.
For bankruptcy, but they said that Tawanda has been arrested. This is what I heard. Tawanda was arrested. There was no case that Tawanda was arrested.
No.
I heard that Tawanda lost a house.
Nope.
No, nothing, none of that was verified. They just showed YouTubers saying stuff like that, but they didn't have no verification that none of that was true. And I searched. But it is true. But it is true that she is under investigation for bankruptcy fraud. Yes. But that wasn't from this year. That was how many?
From 2019.
From 2019. So now maybe that made them re-look at it again. But she was on it ever since 2019. And the reason why I'm an advocate for Tawanda Braxton, why? Because I know a lot of people out there just find fault with her. I just don't feel as though we should gang up on it. You all right?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Okay. I feel as though we shouldn't gang up on her like that. I feel as though it's just too much. And we don't know her. We don't really know her. And I just feel as though to try to make Tamar the good girl and make her the bad guy, that don't work with me. When we all know Tamar have issues. And now we realize all of them do.
Yes.
Every last one of them. They just express it differently. And we know now that Tony can turn into Michelle. And not Michelle Obama.
Yeah, we've met Michelle.
We met Michelle. She gave her a name. Michelle.
I like that.
And she apologized. But she said she couldn't hold Michelle back this day. And I guess when Tawanda can break even the most stoic out of the group, not Tawanda,
Tamar.
When Tamar can break the most stoic out of the group, that's somebody with a problem.
Yes. Really.
If you did all of this for you, over 35, 50,000 to your sister.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe that Tamar did all this. I just have a hard time believing that. I mean, I don't think she's going to steal her sister's house. I don't think she want her nephews and nieces out on the street.
Fair enough.
I just don't. I mean, I like her. I'm just not liking her right now. But I'm going to defend. I don't think she want to take her sister's house away.
Okay.
I don't think, no matter what, I don't think she want that. And I don't think that she want her niece and nephew homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she want that. I don't. And honestly, I don't really think she cared one way or another about that $35,000 or $50,000. I think at this point it's the principle. This is back in what? Back in 2019 when all this happened.
Yeah.
So she could have been taken out of court. So I don't really think it's about that. I think that they played, they got dirty, and she threw that thing at Tawanda, and Tawanda threw her a boomerang, and she didn't like it. And that's when she got, no, she said about Tawanda, about the bills, because Tawanda wouldn't give in. Tawanda said, thank you very much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Tamar was the one that got dirty twice. She got dirty when she said to Tawanda, with the accident you had, you can now pay me. Who says stuff like that?
Exactly.
That's horrible. Yes. But you gotta be, see, that's karma right there. She shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't say that. That's something you say to an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say stuff like that to your sister, no matter how angry you are. And when she said, I cursed you on, I cursed you on your children.
Yes.
That's
she lied on her children.
Mm-hmm. And she cursed them.
Yeah, it was basically a curse.
So it's nothing you can say to me that Tawanda was the worst. Tamar said those wicked things. And when she said that, yes, you owe me, she said, no, I owe you 30. It was 35. Yes. And she didn't argue with her. And she said, thank you very much. Thank you. And I think because she didn't show that, Tamar got more angry.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think that she took it over, but everybody have their own way of feeling that. Tamar got a lot of people on her side. I'm going to stand with Tawanda on this.
Yes, most definitely.
Because I agree with her.
And Michelle.
Yes, I'm going to stand with them and I honestly, I 100% do not believe Tony is jealous of her sister.
No, not
I don't think that Tawanda is jealous of her sister. And I definitely don't think that Trina is jealous.
No.
I just can't. They know too much about each other's weaknesses.
Yes.
Remember, that's your sister. So you know things about them that nobody else know, and honestly, I don't know if you ever been around somebody that has suffered with depression.
Okay.
But to me, Tamar seemed like she's bipolar because of her moods and how she is. But she says she suffered with depression, clearly. Why would I want to be with somebody who suffered with a sickness, a mental sickness that can flare up on me?
Yeah, well,
I don't want that.
Especially at least somebody like Tamar who doesn't seem like she has it well controlled.
Right. Why would I be jealous of that? See, I think I want her money mixed up with jealousy.
Or her lifestyle.
They could have a lifestyle.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
because that means they would want her friends, and clearly they wouldn't.
Fair enough. You're right.
So I just think that your money. Maybe they said I could have her money, but I just can't see jealousy. And another thing, Trina is not poor.
No.
None of them are poor. Not even Tawanda.
No.
Look at that wedding. I don't know. I think we got a perception of them that's not correct. And yeah, maybe she fell on some hard times a few years back, but I just don't see that with that wedding, with that all the food and the catering and all of that. I don't see it. She got her crown fixed. She ain't had to wait 50 years Come
Yes.
on. I don't think that they are broke like we think they broke. What do you think, baby Crumb?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of families out there, weirdly enough or good enough, Cardi B just recently had Stephon Diggs' baby.
Yeah, when was it? Thursday?
Yes, Thursday. Yep, the 13th of
And
November.
she's outside today. She had on black.
Yep, gave him a baby boy.
She gave him a baby boy, and she's out and about today.
Yep.
I heard it on TMZ, and they had a picture of her talking to someone, and I'm not judging because I know after you have a baby, especially if you have it vaginal.
She had a back to back too.
Yeah, but if you have it vaginal like that, you after you get rid of the baby, after not get rid of, once you give birth to the baby and the afterbirth, you normal. It's like you just normal, hungry. You just everything is like nothing never happened. But when you get a C-section, that's different. But just vaginally, you're hungry. You had a baby and that's it.
Oh,
If nothing, you didn't get an infection, you're not sick or anything. You have a baby, you get a baby, you clean yourself up, take an hour to rest, chill out for a day or a few 14 hours, you ready to go back to work the next day. I wouldn't advise it because I'm old school. But when they was working in them fields, they dropped them babies off, rest up for the rest day, and went back to work the next day. I get it. Yeah, baby in tow. That's terrible.
It is.
It's terrible. But I do think that you should take 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Just for the healing. But to bond with your baby, I think you should have at least 6 months. I do.
But yes, congratulations to Cardi B and Stephon Diggs for adding a addition to their relationship.
And so now Cardi B have 4 children. 2 babies.
Yes.
Good luck. Yes, well, at least she ain't got to worry about that because she got enough money to hire a nanny. She got enough money, her parent.
Oh, yeah, she does have to go on tour for her album.
She's got to finish touring. She's on tour, so she's got to finish tour. She dropped that baby, and she's going. And that's where you got to be careful because you could be doing too much.
Yeah, I mean,
and it could bring on postpartum, huh?
I said Cardi B knew it too. She was just like, by the time I get on tour, this baby's already going to be out of me. So but
her body, she still ain't giving her body time to it just gave birth to a miracle.
Yes, exactly.
She's not allowing her body to feel this. She just feel like I done did this 3 times before. I know the rules. Right, like see, when you start feeling like that, the wonder of it is gone, then maybe you shouldn't have no more children.
That's true.
Because it should always be a wonder. A beautiful thing.
Yeah.
She just seemed like she couldn't wait to have this baby.
Just popping out baby machine. Speaking of babies, because we're finally getting down to the last person that we had to talk about this episode, which was Kourtney Kardashian.
Oh yes, Special Forces.
Yes, Kody Brown on
Sister Wives.
Yes.
Now go ahead, baby. You brought it up. Let's finish this out with this. Go ahead.
Yes. So this episode of Special Forces was really the breaking down of Kody because the DS or the people that are running this military training session feels as though they really haven't gotten to see a side of Kody. He's still having a facade, and they're just like, we need to bring him back, call him back, figure out what's going on, especially because twice in the field, especially in this particular episode, he mentioned it and said it himself. He had a dereliction of duty, which means he completely abandoned his partner during the challenge. And he could admit it, and his partner could also admit that they did not communicate.
She did it too, though. It wasn't just him.
No.
And and I'm being honest, I think they give Kody a bad rap. I feel as though overall, for the age he is, I think he's doing fabulous.
Yes.
I really do. I'm not going to take nothing away. And I don't like Kody. But all at the same time, I guess I don't hate him. But for me, it's his wife that I really
She's
don't
a
like.
piece of sour
I
cherry
don't
on it.
like Cody, but I don't like what has become of Cody because of her. And I
Yes.
don't like the sour game she plays. She's a sour grape to me. So see, I get indignant. I don't like her. I don't like Cody at all. I definitely can't stand her. You
Mhm.
know? So if I was a hating woman, I would hate her. But I don't hate anyone.
That's true.
I don't hate her at all. But I can say I have a strong disdain to what she did to this family.
Mm-hmm.
And even now, at the end, she's going to show up like I'm holding up everybody because they all got to see me. I want to say, who you think you are?
Mm-hmm.
Let me rephrase that. Be who you think you is. Who she thinks she is.
Who that is?
Who that is. I had to throw so many bonnets.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Who do she
Robin will
think
do
she is? That is, and then she gonna like I'm big cheese in charge, bitches.
Yep,
And
that's
they look
Robin.
at her like we were here 15 years, honey, before you even was thought about.
Exactly.
You did us a favor. Thank you.
They
And
really
you
sure
can't
did.
convince me that she's married happy with Cody. If the audience starts saying things like, she just doesn't seem happy, she just doesn't seem happy, the next thing you know, she acts happy.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that suspicious?
And you know, but she can't show public affection, but in the past she showed public affection. I don't like her. She's a snake to me. I don't like her. I don't like how she got into Cody weak head because
Yeah.
he's simple-minded. He's a simpleton. And she got into his head and he has turned into this. And what I really don't like about her as a mother, you came, and this is what I really don't, you came in as a mother of 3 kids yourself.
That's true.
Why would you want to take the other kids' father from them so your children can have kids and then their father, who is their real father, abandon them and you sit and you okay with that?
Selfish.
It's no way I would be comfortable with that. It's no way I would be a woman in your life and you abandon your kids and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
No.
Never would I be okay with it. Ever. And the way that you got Cody and the way you treated Mary, I would never be okay with that. Ever. This is why I don't like her.
Yes.
Because of the crafty, conniving things she did. Cody is a simpleton.
He is.
And right now, he's just saying and doing everything he can to hold on because Robin knows if she walk out on him, Cody probably lose his mind.
Oh yeah.
Which would be good for him.
That will be the one thing that I really dislike about Cody is that he is like the staple picture image
of a chauvinist.
Yes, a chauvinist. I was going to say toxic masculinity.
Most definitely. And everything hinge on his masculinity.
It does.
And he's such a narcissist because he doesn't care when he's in the race. He care about winning. He don't care about his partner. And I don't know how many times they have to say it, how many ways they have to say it. It's not about that. It's about your partner. It's about your partner. And that goes to show you the way he abandoned his partner is the way he abandoned them wives.
Yep.
And I know that those guys see it back there.
Mm-hmm, they do.
I think that it's a mixed feeling. I think some of them maybe take a little sympathy like I do. Mm-hmm. And some of them know that he just was a dick.
Yes.
And he was a dick to his wife. And you could see it.
Yes. It was nice to see him. Well, it's sad to see.
But I'm not going to take away from what he has accomplished.
Yes.
That I won't do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it was refreshing to see the side of Cody where he finally broke down and took some accountability to say that he should have tried harder to bond with his other children.
But why would you try to bond harder with your other children when your wife don't want no parts of the other children? That's what my point is. How can you be as a wife, especially after one of your sons died of a depression? How can you, as a wife, sit back as a mother with 5 children?
Yeah.
How can you be okay with
That's true.
this? How? That's why I got an issue. Cody is a simpleton. He's goofy.
He real goofy.
He's just a goofy, immature male.
Yes.
That's a chauvinist. He's a man child. That he has had it good, but he got days ahead of him because unless he ain't gonna be able to do special forces. And a lot of people aren't gonna want him on the show because he's such a male ego chauvinist. Unless he go on a talk show where you got a bunch of men like that talking like that, he'll blend well with that.
Yeah, he'll blend right. Oh, he'll
unless he try to take over and become a problem and become problematic with the men he work with.
Yes, because that is Cody's thing. He just has
his masculinity take over.
Yes.
And I wonder, because he's so masculine like that, you could see that he suffered with overactiveness. I wonder, did Cody felt like when he was coming up, because he looked like he could have been like a sissy, like a girly, sissy gay guy. And it just seemed to me like his father overdid masculinity and try to make him not be gay. That's how he come off to me. You know, I'm going to beat the gay out you. I'm going to make sure you don't be gay. Because at this point, I don't really see that love that he say that he had for Mary. I mean, not Mary, his wife.
Oh, Robin?
Robin. I mean, he showed it, but he shows it like a little kid.
He does.
Like, I'm confined to this. But he has said himself that if it was all said and done, he wouldn't marry anybody. So, didn't he say he wouldn't marry anyone? He wouldn't get married?
Yes, he did say that.
He would just be a player, a little, maybe bisexual. I don't know. I just think his religion, he just seemed like a man that struggled with his
yes,
his, what is it? Identity. Like he don't feel like he man enough.
Yes, because it's ridiculous how stuck he's on masculinity. He's always talking, and he had a telling line saying that he needs to feel challenged and alive to feel masculine.
And he comes off like a man that's gay, but just can't. I can't ever admit that. I can't ever be that. You know, I can't ever show that. I can't ever be that. But he comes off gay, like a gay man. He act gay. He dance gay. He talk. I mean, gay people don't be offended. What I'm saying is somebody that's hiding in a closet. That don't want to accept gay, that won't admit it, and doing everything, and they just look stupid. You just sound stupid. Everything is about, I'm a man's man. I'm a bearskin man. And it's like you proving it. And then when you run, you forget about women. You just seem like you get one track. If they tell you turn to your right, you get all nervous and turn to your left. It's like you just trying to play the role of a man's man. And it's like I gotta play like I'm hard, that I'm the man. But really, you come off like you gay, in my opinion.
Yeah, you do right. Like he's soft.
Like sensitive. He's got something to prove. Like he's real super sensitive.
He is.
His feelings hurt like really that.
They super do.
Yeah. Or if she would have said, "Oh, you smell. Go take a bath," and he would probably be offended. She said that on camera. He's very sensitive, very sensitive. And when you talk about sex, he's very prudish.
He is. Very
prudish. I'm just saying. He just seemed like he's fighting for his manhood. It's like, even in here, it's like he fights so hard, he forget, wait a minute, you're fighting with women. It's like he don't even see them as women. Like he don't even see that, not only that he don't even see them as women, he don't even see them as beautiful, attractive women. Way better looking than his wife.
Yeah.
You understand?
I do understand.
He don't even try to hold up and, he just seemed like he's so insecure about his manhood and trying not to be a sissy, that he comes off like an aggressive sissy. That's the best I can do it.
And I get it. And maybe it could have just been the religion that he was born and raised under, because he has mentioned before, outside of special forces, but just the fact that of the pressure that more Normanism puts
Yeah.
on puts on
Mormonism.
yes, Normanism.
Mormon.
Mormonism. Sorry. Okay, the Mormon culture puts on the people that are
Right, the
practicing
men.
yes, the men. He feels
And
as
the
though-
women.
the women too, but he feels like for men that they have to attain a certain status and attain a certain way of living and lifestyle that he had to.
And you
fit
gotta be
and
a
mold to.
man's man to handle these women.
Yes.
Everything is about masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And it's so bad with him because he sounds so girlish, like a bitter woman. He sounds like a bitter woman scorn, like a woman that says, I had these children and I don't want them because they didn't love me the way I want to be loved, and I don't want them. Mm-hmm. He sounds like a bitter woman.
He does.
A woman that says, I don't want these goddamn kids. Mm-hmm. They're your kids. Yeah. After you done sat down and had 8 of them. Mm-hmm. These kids get on my nerves. They ain't my kids. You know, that's how he come off to me.
Yes, that's exactly how he comes
very
off.
As a bitter woman that just would do anything. But all at the same time, I'll take on Robin 2 kids. And I had 2 kids by her. And that way you could see I'm still a good father. But really, he don't really give a damn about them kids either.
You're right.
Not really.
If you couldn't care about
his own kids. If you couldn't care about your own, it's all a front.
It is.
And I bet you when the cameras go off, Cody probably don't even pay that much attention to them kids. He probably pay attention when they say they got a boyfriend because he want to come off like, again, I'm the man's man.
Exactly.
And that I got to show you that I will fight for her. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, you got to come to me and approve. The man has to approve.
And the reason why I also say this, because Cody says that the kids come in their room, but they go to Robin. He doesn't have no real good rapport with them. You can see the way they don't lay up on him. They don't do none of that. No. Mm-mm. When you had your daddy, you was all up on your daddy. They don't lay up on him. And the son said to him and a couple of other souls, "This is mom." What did he say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my woman now. Something like that.
That means no, dude, you ain't getting your household show. Even your little girl act like, Daddy, you faking. Even the oldest daughter, she looked like she about to burst into tears of humiliation all the time. Like, she does. What are you gonna say? But nevertheless, you know, he's insulting. And I can understand. He would make me nervous because I never know what idiotic thing he's going to say out his mouth.
Yes, idiotic.
And just the thing, somebody like Robin got to own that. Mm-hmm. Ew. You got to own that.
Yes. And
he's a good looking man for those who like that look, you know.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I hope his bottom matches what it is.
It better.
Because I just don't all that masculinity, and maybe it's not.
Exactly.
And makes him
overcompensate.
Oh, I'm just saying, because I never see a bulge. And he wear tight enough pants.
He does. He
really I'm just saying.
And talks about it enough.
I'm just saying, right. He never talk about sex because that's such a faux pas.
Oh, no, but he doesn't mind flirting and making...
He don't mind like he could get all the women and all of that. It just doesn't seem that he was all that much of a really great lover when you get right down to it.
No,
because it doesn't look like what you call it is racing to get to the bed with him. It doesn't seem like none of them was. Maybe he was mediocre.
Janelle, because Janelle said
but Janelle never said anything. Maybe Jamel just made it into a freak fest. Maybe she was into another thing. We don't know. But whatever it was, it wasn't. It was probably the foreplay.
Yeah,
I'm getting. I don't know. Enough of that.
Yeah,
but anyway,
that was really what happened. Pretty much with Special Forces, we finally
got a chance to talk about it.
Oh no, I was going to say we finally got to hear Cody take some sort of accountability for the demise
Even
of
though
Sister
he didn't, it
Wives.
didn't last long. Because as soon as he was out bad, he was back on his show, being the same old Cody, doing the Codyist,
Yes.
the Codyist.
Yes, the Codyisms.
And I just, like I said, I do not like him, but his wife, honestly, I hold them both responsible. But trust me, I know the power what a woman can do to a weak man. And you see how she's molding him now.
We do see it.
Making him beg for affection, treat him like he don't matter. She treat him like he's an annoying aunt. Like, you just too hyper. Sit down. She doesn't say it.
No, but I believe it.
But she like, oh, you get on my nerves. Like, that's how she treats him. Like, you're a gnat.
I mean,
She talks to him like a kid.
She does.
But something wrong with him.
And even people on special forces, when he got called back to the DA,
he's like a kid, a
Yes.
grown kid. And I think it's his overactive
ADHD.
I believe that is what I do. Something ain't right with him. He off.
He
Go
definitely
ahead.
is off. Even when he got called back to the DA and he was separated from the rest of the remaining contestants, they started talking about Cody and how they couldn't tolerate him and how he was insufferable. So
one of the girls said he was all right. He's all right. He's all right. It's the things he say that's so off-putting and off. Like, you just say, what did he say at the end? And went to sleep.
Oh, capiche?
Capiche. Who was he talking to? They look at him like,
yes.
Capiche. What that mean? Be quiet?
Yes.
He's weird.
He literally came in barking orders because he was the one that was in charge of that activity, but he needed everybody else to listen. So he was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna need you to have all ears out, capiche?
And then he said nothing, put his head over his head and went to sleep.
Yeah, he said, y'all do the work for me. You got that?
He's a goofball. He's goofy. And his wife is so, she just reminds me of stale bread.
Yeah, but we see why Sister Wives didn't last as long as they did. Well, they lasted pretty long, but we see why Sister Wives didn't last till the very end.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all we have. We went live. Yes. No one showed up, but maybe next week. We have every plan to keep showing up.
Some people did show up, but nobody commented.
I don't see it.
No, I said some people showed up, but they just didn't comment.
But I didn't see it.
Right, yeah, nobody commented.
But, well, how you know they show up?
Because it tells us how many views we have.
Oh, so we did have views.
Yes, we did have views.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, let me know we have views. At least let me know that. Because if it don't show up on there, I just see the picture. I don't see anything else.
It was quite in the chat today, guys.
Thank you, but that's okay.
Thank you for
next week,
watching.
Maybe we'll hit something that you want to talk about. Or maybe it's something that's going on, and this could be a bullhorn where you could just announce it to the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least I could tell you, at least 2,000 people will hear you.
That's true.
If not more, depending on what you got to say. So don't be afraid to leave a message. When we go live every Friday, we go live between 1:45 or 7 o'clock.
Yes.
We go live. So please join us. We're going to keep showing up and showing up.
Yeah, for a
but
year.
We want you to show up, but most of all, we want you to participate.
Yes,
we want you to call and give your feeling about it. We want to give you this platform. Why? Because I wish I had a platform like this. Because God knows I'd be calling up all the time. They'd be like, what? They would know me because I would just be calling up just to be known, just to know I'm being heard around the world somewhere. Because we are being seen all over the world. That part is true.
That is true.
That is true. So please call. When we come live on Friday, it's your time. And if it's something we didn't talk about, but it's something you want to make a beef about, well, this is the platform. Inform us. Because we just take the daily news, simple stuff, nothing too heavy, let you know what's going on. If I did sports, I would talk about sports. But I talk about government and I talk about just your daily pop culture news. I don't get too much in anything else. And that's what we do. What's going on? Anything that went on that we feel as though you to know, from death to a storm, We let you know, even to a spaceship or asteroid, we keep you posted. This is a news station, but we don't do that. We don't do heavy news all the time because Baby Clone says she can't handle that.
Yes, that is true.
So she really preferred doing the pop culture. And this is why we don't do as much as government news as I would do, because we have to stay neutral, right? All right. So with that being said, now that you're understanding more and more about our station, and maybe we just have to keep showing up, and maybe eventually, like anything else, people will show up and they will come and say something and support us and make us smile and happy and become a sunflower along the way and spiritual seeds of goodness here on this station so the world can hear you and hear what you have to say. And to the caller that called us last week, thank you so much. And the callers that has called us in the past, we thank you all so much. And the callers that soon will come. We're here with an open mic for you to speak, and we appreciate it, right? So with that being said, we already said, become a sunflower. We'd love to have you. The doors are open there. However, after you become a sunflower, but if you don't want to do that, what you can do as a solid for us, as a favor, give us 2 thumbs. Give us a thumbs up.
If you could give us 2 thumbs up,
if
that
you
would
could
be amazing.
give us 2. Maybe you have 2 different devices.
Yes.
But give us a thumbs up, because that really help us with the algorithm and get more closer to that plaque that we would like to have. We don't see it in the, we see it, it's way
yes,
in the far distance, but you can bring it closer just by subscribing or giving us the thumbs up.
Yes, please and thank you.
And we thank you in advance. Right?
Yes.
Have a marvelous weekend.
Please.
We enjoyed this week. We had it. We came. We conquered. We did this. I'm proud of us. Give it to me, baby clone. Woo!
Oh,
we
you know what?
did
We
it.
haven't thrown lightning in a while.
Okay. Yes. There we go. Maybe we need to lighten, more lighten for numbers.
Yes. Lightning for numbers. Yes.
Whew.
I like
We're
that.
going to have it. And with that, you know what we say. Oh, lightning for you. So you can be healed and made whole and everything.
Yes.
And with that, we say, sunflowers.